Hey, this is Aaron Jones, aka the man, the myth, the legend, aejones for LeggoPoker.com, and I'm here just throwing a little bit out for the YouTube channel. I figured that everyone is railing right now the 25K heads-up championship on Full Tilt, so I thought that I would make just a short video for everyone who's railing, talk a little bit how the tournament went, basically just recap what happened. I ended up, a couple of friends of mine played in it, and I played in it, and I ended up trading with some people and having, like, I don't know, 75% of my action or something, which is still a lot. I mean, it's really hard to be rolled for a 25K tournament. It's really hard to be rolled for fucking 10Ks, let alone a 25K. So, but, you know, took a little shot at it. Was running bad the last few days, so decided that I should take a shot at it. You know, I mean, that's the logical explanation to me anyways. You know, not going so well, definitely do. So that was my thought process, and it didn't work out because I won the first round and lost in the second. First round I drew Andy Block, and he played relatively straightforward. He played a little bit like, you know, like just about any live pro would play. I felt really comfortable. I played a lot of small pots versus him, and I value bet really lightly. He might have owned me in a few spots, but I lost the lead early, and then I just kind of came back and relatively steadily felt like I played really well and beat him. I think the last hand he only had like 1,000 chips, and we got all in with my king 10 to his queen jack. Anyways, so yeah. Then the second round I played this guy that David Benefield's playing right now, Ivan Lendl or something. I have no idea how that's supposed to be pronounced. And is from Sweden. Again, I didn't feel like I had nearly as good a read on him as I did on Andy Block, and he ended up playing better than me. And well, you know, I don't know if he played better than me. I felt like for some reason I didn't really have much of a read on him. Now, don't get me wrong. I think he basically ended up playing relatively clowny. I mean, but you know, he won, so I was just so confused afterwards. The whole general confusion that he put on me basically just made me assume that he outplayed me, I guess, when in reality, perhaps he didn't outplay me. But you know, who knows? So you know, I didn't get many cards, and he kind of confused the shit out of me, and ended up getting it in with top two. He had turned trips, so I didn't get it in until the turn when he already had trips. So he, you know, bet call bottom pair on the flop like a champion. If I, you know, two-outed me, I guess. But regardless, he got the W, and he's playing Dave right now, Benefield. Relatively good friend of mine, especially as far as the poker world goes, and somebody who I like. There's a lot of I posted a blog a while ago about this, and basically, I'm, you know, a lot of poker players, even if they say they have acquaintances or friends, they get pretty jealous when other guys win a lot of money. And certainly that is the case with me also. But there's a few people, you know, a handful of people that I'm not jealous for. And there's two people left in Ashton, a Full Tilt or a Leggo Pro, and the Ashman 103, and Dave Benefield, pretty good friend of mine. And they're definitely two people in the poker world who I do not have, would not be jealous at all if they won a bunch of money, because they're, you know, deserving, humble, and good. And that's important to me, that people are good. I mean, people always say there's no such thing as quote unquote deserve, but it's important to me that they're good at poker and that they play well and that they advance that way and not just super mega crazy luck boxing it. So as the almost final four is shaping up, I'll tell you a little bit about what I know about these guys. Dave and I played maybe 2 sessions of 25-50 deep heads up, and we were just getting to know each other, and I won both of them. I might have run good. Nowadays when I see him, he always tells me that I ran awesome and I just crushed him and just made sets every hand and sucked out on him every single time. But in reality, I think that I just ran average, and he's just talking shit because he is unhappy that I crushed him in 2 sessions. Actually, I didn't crush him. I beat him for a little bit in 2 different sessions, and he was a lot of fun to play. Ashton and I have played a shit ton. He infamously won 50K for me one time at 1020. And he even won a little bit from me last night at 1020. And he's real solid. I'm really proud, I guess. I mean, I sound like a parent or something. I'm really fairly proud of how much better Ashton has got at Heads Up No Limit. And I think he makes some great videos for you guys on Leggo in the near future. And he already has some good videos on there. In the bottom left, we've got Kadabra and Yogi Blair. Not really sure who Yogi Blair is. Just kind of a random screen name. I don't think they've had many results, so it's possible they satellited in. Again, not really sure what happened there. Kadabra now, I'm almost positive, but I'm not positive, if that makes any sense. That Kadabra, I played Kadabra at 1020 like maybe 6 months or a year ago. I really don't remember, but I feel like I played him and he played relatively solid. Maybe it was over a year ago. I'm not sure. I feel like I played him and he played really solid. So we did a couple of mock drafts, some of the high stakes guys, for like 3 or 4K a team. We did a couple of mock drafts where I actually tried to get Kadabra in the late rounds because I think I played him and I think he was solid. So he made the money in this. Again, I'm not really sure who he beat, but hopefully he, I have no reason to not wish him success. So maybe he can come back from this deficit that he's got right here with only 100 chips. I really like Dave as a favorable matchup to just about anybody left in the tournament. My reasoning, I suppose, is that he's got a ton of experience, and people are always just like, oh, experience is overrated. And to some extent, I agree. But in reality, there's just something to be said about having played a 200 or 300K sit and go before. I mean, let's face it, the prize structure is 550 to first, 315 to second, 165 to third, and these guys cash for 95K. And honestly, there's something to be said about knowing, okay, I'm playing a heads up sit and go right now, despite the fact it's 250 big blinds deep. I'm playing a heads up sit and go, and I'm playing a heads up sit and go where if I win, I cash for 300K. If I lose, I don't cash for anything. I guess the previous round would have been if I win, I cash for 95K. If I lose, I don't cash for anything. This round right now, it's if I win, I cash for 165K or whatever, and if I lose, I only cash for 95K. So this is like a $70,000 sit and go, which is really messed up. Obviously, just in the scheme of things, as far as mentally, some people will just totally totally tank it, just really get too nervous and play out of their game. This was a relatively interesting hand. I don't have the whole hand history because I really just opened it up while I was kind of sweating some of these tables. Winterfish and Vega Lion played a relatively interesting hand, where on the flop it went Vega Lion bets, Winterfish raises, Vega Lion makes it like 1100, Winterfish flats. Now the interesting thing about this hand is that I'm not really sure what Winterfish's plan was for the hand, or if he had a plan. I feel like he just kind of didn't have a plan. So he raises, I feel like, for protection, and when Vega Lion 3-bets, I suppose he just decides, wow, this guy is light here. And the turn is ace of spades, and Vega Lion decides Vega Lion thought process was obviously bluff, bluff, bluff on the flop. On the turn, his thought process must have just been, we have too much equity to check fold. I don't think Winterfish ever flats with a flush draw. So on the turn, Vega Lion must have just thought he had too much equity to fold, gut shot, and a decent sized flush draw. So he just jams. It's kind of a really weird hand, and it's really weird to me that Vega Lion ended up having 10-9 there, because a lot of the high stakes guys joke and call him Vagina Lion because he plays so unbelievably tight and straightforward in the 25-50 and up games. So that was kind of a weird hand. But anyways, yeah, I just wanted to let's bink an ace on him. Be a good way to end the video by binking an ace. Oh, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Oh, we did. Okay, ship it. So I'm pretty happy about that ending, and Dave Benefield moves on to the second round. So for the Leggo Poker